Hello, welcome to another WIP IT Sunday. It's almost said Thursdays. I caught myself. With me tonight, we got Hulk Smash Customs and Harker Customs.
What's up?
And tonight, figure I'll put a little bit more with my custom Mammoth Man with the Bruton. I got my Sasquatch arm in. I did a little bit of splicing around. And got one spliced on. It's just sitting on here right now. It's not glued in. But I think it worked out pretty good.
The other one's on the other arm is on the way?
Yep. He shipped it Saturday. I won the auction. I got it for like a little $5 and some change and shipped. So I'll have both arms.
Only thing I have left on Strider is the scarf.
Sweet.
I'll be working on that.
Yeah, he's looking great.
Yeah, the head sculpt is awesome.
Yeah. Zoom in on that.
Let me get the focus good.
There you go. It looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean is spoiling us.
He really is. All of this, all the belt, the pieces here, the kunai, the head sculpt, of course, the blade. That's all him. That's all his work. And
that's awesome.
Kick ass, man.
Oh yeah. All stuff we would have had to hand fabricate back forth.
It wouldn't have came out nearly what it is. Like
no,
not even close.
The 3D printing takes the stuff up to like a production level.
Oh yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine getting this much detail out of the helmet he made for me, and all the armor and stuff for my character. Yeah, there's no way I could have got it that good. I started like sculpting one and like the sharpness, the crispness of that 3D print. I love it. Good.
We got Darth and Hank Solo in the comments. Family WIP IT crew, it's gonna be tuning in late. We got a couple of families, so I gotta hit them up.
Family, 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 family.
Yep. Good. Save off the molding lines.
Hank says somebody has a static on the microphone.
That's your fan.
Oh, it's not even on.
I don't know. It's sitting roaring. It's weird. Let me check something. Okay, that's weird. Maybe we've been blaming your fan for no reason. Something's going on with your mic. Because it sounds like fan hitting your mic when you don't have it on.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Oh. Did you have him?
I got him. Hello.
Right. Hey.
What's up? What's going on?
I feel bad now. I've been blaming Dom's fan for making that roar noise. Apparently, it's not his fan. It's his phone's mic or tablet's mic.
Well, it might be the fan sometimes, but right now the fan isn't on.
It's weird. But what you up to tonight, Geek Fusion?
I just finished my Doomsday.
Ah, nice. You got the paint and all?
Yeah. I just finished him up. Sealed him up about 30 minutes ago. He's all nice and dry now.
Ooh, sweet.
Ooh. What'd you use for him?
Devastator. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, nice. Let me make your screen. Oh, sweet.
Oh, that looks awesome, dude.
Damn, you added some extra spikes in there, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's added extra bone spurs as a spine, and the bone spurs on the elbows, and then just that was basically and then the bone spurs on the chest, and then just paint. I had to trim those stupid bone bat ears off the top of his head.
Did you lengthen him, or is that the original size?
No, this is how tall. Yeah, I didn't do anything to him.
For some reason, it looks bigger.
Yeah, he's pretty big. I mean, he's,
I think the bones help, like the proportions a little bit.
Probably.
Where's my hole?
I don't know. It just looks bigger than the stock figure.
Here's my 20th Hulk, and they're pretty close to the same size.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
As
that
far as
means
height goes.
Probably a pretty good scale with Doomsday to the Hulk.
yeah.
So
Well, you know what? I wonder when that new Doomsday comes out, how that's going to be compared to like the Hulk. It's going to be a little bigger for sure.
let's see here. So yeah, not too bad.
That's almost like a first appearance Doomsday because he wasn't that much taller than Superman.
The only thing, I mean, I went with as much as classic of a look as I could, which is why the bright white bones. I was going to do the shorts in green, and then when I got it done, I liked the way they were with the kind of dark bluish gray or whatever this color is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It contrasts really well with the white. It makes the white pop and stand out more.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So I just finished him up. He's just finally dried, and I'm very happy with him.
It looked good.
Hello, hello.
Evening.
Welcome back.
I hate traveling.
Yeah.
How long was it? Like 4 hours?
Yeah. Not. It was closer to 3.
We got Thor and Acosta. Hank Solo says not bad. Face fuchsia white eyes. And Thor says that's an awesome Doomsday. And Sector 2813 says evening, fellas.
Hello, hello. What I'm doing here on the Sasquatch forearm, I am cutting like little notches into the fur, so it makes it
looks natural. Yeah,
looks natural instead of like a hard edge.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they'll blend together better when you put them together.
I didn't realize you were going to do a plug like that. That's pretty cool.
Well, I originally was going to try to see if I can use the the hinge and just swap it over.
Yeah.
So I heated this up and I cut one side and I peeled it back. And instead of just being a little tiny pinhole like on this, it's a large hole. It's like almost a dime size hole.
Yeah.
Probably a Canadian dime size. So there's no way to make that work properly. So I just end up just hollowing this out and making a plug, and I can just push it on there. And I keep the full functionality of the original forearm. And by cutting those notches out there, you can kind of see.
Sector's asking, did you win the Rhino on eBay?
I didn't, because I had somebody on Instagram contact me with Rhino Feet. And he's going to, he asked if I'd be willing to pay the shipping on them. I said, sure, absolutely. And he's going to hook me up with a set. And you can see by cutting those, blending that like the zigzag pattern on top, it's blending in with the fur.
Is he going to have the boots with the fur?
Yep, I want the boots with the fur.
And the apple bottom jeans.
Apple. Yep, there we go. Here you go. I'm gonna put like the apple bottom jeans.
Oh no, we're not seeing that figure twerk, are we?
You just yeah.
I didn't see it. I got spared that atrocity.
But yeah, I just wanted to go through and all the way around and do those little notches on there, like make it look like had the fur blend together. If I do it enough, I probably won't even have to put any Sculpt on there. Blend it.
You know, on that new Doomsday, they reused the same arms from this Devastator. They should have reused the torso too, because this is a wider torso than the one they've got on Doomsday. If you see them next to each other, the Doomsday one is a slimmer torso. He doesn't look as big. He's taller though. He is taller. They've got longer legs on him.
Yeah,
but he's got a thinner torso.
And they use those. The biceps have you can see the torn material.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's the same arms. It's the same arms, so it's going to have the same problem as this one did, in the sense that Doomsday didn't just have forearm bone spurs. He had big ones coming out of his elbows.
Yeah.
Yep. And so the new Doomsday just has the regular Devastator arms, so it's going to look the same. It's still going to need those larger spurs coming out the back. It doesn't have them on there.
You know what he's going to do, don't you? He's going to make another one that's going to be exclusive somewhere with new arms.
Yeah, he's going to make a gold edition.
Yeah,
gold label.
But you know he's going to make it on the Bizarro Bunny.
Don't give me ideas. He probably will.
Thor's asking. Oh, sorry. Tell me how do you guys, or anyone in the chat feel about the new Indiana Jones flicks? And along those Hasbro Indiana figures, have any of you seen the flick yet?
I have not seen the movie, but the figures look like crap.
I think most of us want good 6-inch scale Indiana Jones figures, and those just suck. Yep. I've seen all of them. They're just peg warming at my local Target, and they look like crap.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're not good, and it's not like Hasbro can't do good Harrison Ford figures, I mean, this indoor Han is great. So I know they can. But they just didn't with Indiana Jones. The movie itself is fine. I mean, there was nothing offensive about it. It's not, I mean, I said this before, it's not Last Crusade or Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, those are epic movies. This isn't that. But it didn't suck. It was fine. I mean, it's a old man Indiana Jones adventure. That's what it was. Like, it's not something I don't think it's something that's like infinitely rewatchable or anything, but it wasn't offensive. You know what I mean? Like, as a fan of Indiana Jones, I wasn't watching it and afterwards going, God damn it, they fucked up Indiana Jones. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh, okay. I mean, it was just, another Indiana Jones adventure. Cool. Like, it was fine.
They were going to replace Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. What actor do you think would be a good actor for that?
You know what would be annoying is if they just went out and they got the same guy they got to play young Han Solo. Might as well, right?
I don't know.
I think he did a pretty good Han Solo. So he'd probably do a pretty decent.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Might as well, right?
I mean, it would be. I think it'd be the one person that Harrison Ford doesn't want to be Indiana Jones, and that's probably Chris Pratt.
I just don't see Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones. He does not. He's never done a role anything close to anything Harrison Ford's ever done. The closest he's gotten to ever playing a Harrison Ford character in a movie is what's that Amazon show he's on that's getting renewed for season 2 next year, whatever that is. That's about the most serious role I've ever seen Chris Pratt play. It was good. I liked the show. But even that was not, I mean, you know what I mean? It still wasn't a Harrison Ford level character.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'd do a good job at all. I mean, I like Chris Pratt. I like him for when he does stuff that is in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But I don't think Harrison Ford is in his wheelhouse.
Thor's saying that
he
thinks
anybody else that could do it that would have the amount of charisma. There's not many.
No, there's not, because Harrison Ford's style, whether it's Han Solo or Indiana Jones or Jack Ryan or whatever, he's got a very, it's hard to explain, but he's got a very subtle acting style.
Half his face looks angry and half of it looks happy all the time.
I know. It's a weird thing. And he manages very subtly to portray everything with very little seemingly in a lot of stuff. Very rarely do you see in a
now
the
really
fan.
good.
I hear the fan now. No, very rarely do you see him like in any of his movies. Like, there's a reason why when he yells "Get off my plane" on Air Force One, that line stands out. That's because that's the only line in the whole movie. He makes a straining face and yells. That's it. And he's just got this really kind of subdued, subtle acting style, yet manages to portray whatever emotion is needed for a scene. And I just don't think there's a lot of actors that do that well, that could also play an Indiana Jones style of character. So it would probably be somebody that we would never think of, or somebody who's just not famous yet.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Thor and Acosta saying, I think Brad Pitt would make a good replacement.
He's too old. Way too old.
Yeah, I think if they're going to do it, they're going to start young, because if they want to make a few movies, they're going to want a younger guy.
Well, the perfect age is to get somebody who's in their mid to late 30s who can be that Indiana Jones in that same, Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark era, who can do adventures in that time frame, in the you know, throughout like the 1930s. You know what I mean? You want a 1930s era Indiana Jones who's in his late 30s to early 40s. So you want to get somebody starting in their mid to late 30s that can do several, you know, movies in a franchise.
Yeah, Pitt is like in his 50s. I mean, he definitely has the swagger, you know, circa 15 years ago.
Okay, let me see. We got Laura says Chris Pine did a better Harrison Jack Ryan than the actor that played in the solo film.
That's a good point. Chris Pine isn't a bad choice. I mean, he's not the first person I would think of, but he's like better than anybody else I can think of at the moment. Because he's done plenty of things. I mean, he's also can do comedy and he can do action and he can do over the top when he's, you know, pretending to be Bill Shatner or whatever. Like, but he's also done some roles like that Jack Ryan movie that I'm blanking on the name of, where he was fairly like low key in that movie, fairly subdued. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mathelda's in the house. He says, "Hey everyone." Dragon Ice is asking, "What are we building tonight, gents?"
I am going around notching the fur on this Sasquatch forearm so it blends together when I glue it. I'll still have to sculpt over the pinholes, but other than that, I think it's looking pretty good.
I'm making a broadsword here.
Is it a broadsword or a broadsword?
It's a sword for a broad, so yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, by the way, Cannon, I accidentally broke Stormbreaker.
You broke Stormbreaker?
Oh, no.
I fixed it though. I fixed it.
How'd you break it? I mean, those were pretty flexible, I thought.
I don't know what happened. I went to make the video today on the Thor, and I had him sitting on the shelf, you know, like this for a while. And I was like, you know what, I need to take him down and do the video on him. And I took the Stormbreaker out of his hand, and I noticed that the bottom of Stormbreaker was curved just a little bit, and I was like, damn, I must have, you know, when that week that it got really hot in here when I lost my AC, I bet the heat affected all the stuff. So it had a little bit of a curve to it, and so I was looking at it and I was like, oh man. And then I wanted to see, which I shouldn't have done. I wanted to see, oh well, it flexed back and it went snap. I went, God damn it. So what I did,
that's so weird.
Yeah, and I think it was just the heat when I lost AC in the house. Being in South, it got really fucking hot in here. But what I did,
some of that tenacious resin and some other prints.
Yeah,
I could bend that thing over to about 45 degrees before it snapped.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I learned was this resin does not super glue very well.
Yeah.
But what I was able to do was super glue just a little, because it won't seal the way regular plastic will, where it kind of melts together. So I had to like literally sit here for like 15 minutes and hold it while I had super glue around the outside for the super glue itself to harden, to hold it enough. And then what I did, let's see if you can, and I think it looks fine, but I wrapped the handle.
Oh yeah.
So that it just looks like it just looks like a grip.
Yeah.
On it. Good. And I'm just like, well, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah.
Did it fail at one of the narrow points?
Yeah, right below it failed right here, right below this extended piece.
Yeah.
Right here, it broke just below there. That's where it was kind of curved. I noticed it was curved, and I was like, oh shit, what happened? So I sat here and I had to fix that today. But I think it looks fine. Looks like it's leather wrapped, but
I can always print you out a new one. So.
Oh no, this is fine. I mean, it looks fine, and it's fine now. I wrapped the shit out of it with basically just brown thread. So,
I've never unintentionally snapped one of those when I put the tenacious resin in it.
I'm 100% certain it had to do with all the heat that I had in here. That's the only thing because dude, it got like 98 degrees in this office for 6 days straight. I mean, my figures were falling down left and right because their legs
was it cold when you tried to flex it then?
Yeah,
that's
it was.
Probably what it was.
And so I did it. It's completely my fault. I was like, oh man, and I'm used to in my head not thinking, oh, this is not a regular plastic accessory. You know, you get a plastic accessory, you see that it's kind of warped a little bit, you bend it to see, can I get it to go back? And I just did that without thinking, and I snapped it. And I wasn't like bending it harshly, but I was like trying to straighten it and see like, oh, and then just, and I was like, well, son of a bitch. But I wrapped it, it's fine. He's got a little leather grip looking thing on it.
All right, well, if you ever snap one and don't want to have to glue it back together, let me know. I can always bring it.
All right. No, it's fine. I mean, it's like I said, it's completely my fault. I was fucking around with it and not thinking and not treating it the way I should have. I should have heated it back up and then seen if I could have, straightened it out. I didn't. I just grabbed it and like, oh, let me see if I can. Will it straight? Bam. So, all right. Well, whatever.
Smash.
Yeah, I fucked it up. I will say though, now that I've wrapped it, it fits in his hand a lot better because he's got a big loose grip. Because he's supposed to have that Groot tree trunk Mjolnir, so his hands are more open than this thing was. So it fits in his hand better with it being wrapped. But yeah, my
what though? The wrapping actually suits it.
Yeah, it does. And in some of the Ultimate Avengers comics, he did have it wrapped, but in a lot of them, he didn't. So it just kind of depends on what you're going for. It doesn't, doesn't bother me, but I was just kind of pissed off at myself that I did that without thinking.
I've done stuff like that before. It's frustrating.
Yeah. I was like, son of a bitch. Because I had pulled it down to make the video for the thing. And I was like getting ready to do the video. And I noticed that the way it was in his hand, I could see through his hand that like the axe was coming through this part, and then the back part was kind of, angling down. I was like, oh, it looks like it bent. And so I pulled it out and like right there, and it snapped. I was like, well, fuck it, I got to fix it if I'm gonna make this video. So,
yeah, it surprises me. Maybe the resin wasn't mixed right in that spot or something.
I mean, I don't know. I think it was just because it got so goddamn hot in here, man. I mean, it was almost 100 degrees in this office for 6 straight days, and it was insane. So
your figures might be doing like the shelf dives for sure with that heat.
Oh yeah, dude, they were falling everywhere. After a couple of days, I just stopped picking them up and I waited until my AC was fixed in the house and this room had cooled off, and then I spent like 30 minutes restacking up all the figures that had fallen, and just kind of some of them were on the floor, some of them just falling into each other, and because when it gets that hot, their legs get a little wobbly and whatever.
Oh yeah,
especially any of my top heavy figures were just taking nosedives off the shelf. So
that's what happens to me when it gets too hot.
Yeah, no shit.
That's what happened to Matt.
I just get mad.
Jeffrey Torres says, "Hey y'all."
Hello.
He's asking, did y'all know the long-haired Tila Head can also work for an unmasked hot girl? And he says, I nearly passed out from the heat.
Yeah, that unmasked Tila Head works great for. You can use it for a Red Sonja head too.
Yeah.
I did something some people are going to get mad at me for. I got rid of all my Masters of the Universe, all my Masterverse stuff.
I don't like. They're not the best figures.
I didn't have a lot of them. I had like 20 of them, and
I've only been cherry picking here and there.
And yeah, I mean, they were okay. I think I got them more out of nostalgia than because I really wanted them.
Yeah.
And actually, the only one I kept is the one I made that custom Conan out of, but. I got rid of all the rest of them. I'm just like, you know what? It's just another line that I don't want to keep up with,
I was wanting to get the ones where I missed in Masterverse Classics that are super expensive.
Yeah.
And especially the monsters characters, which can work since they're not the same scale. For Mattel's unknown stupidity, they decided to make Masterverse a different scale from Master Universe Classics. It's like you would have had a built-in audience already if you made them the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they were on the classics bodies, I would have bought all of them. I'd been like, yep,
honestly,
I'm all in.
I think while for me personally, I prefer, the better articulation and the slightly more realistic looking characters of the Masterverse line. But I think for He-Man, like real He-Man fans of like the old school line and everything, of which I'm not one of, He-Man was never my jam back in the 80s.
Well,
I think the best line to get into right now is Origins. It's cheaper. They're better articulated, basically better articulated 80s figures. They're pumping out, accessories and vehicles and Grayskull and all this stuff for them. I think if I was like a modern He-Man collector, like that would probably be the better line to get into.
That's the ones I'm collecting. I'm not collecting Masterverse. So, like I said, cherry picking a few monster characters.
They got more figures, more vehicles and play sets and accessories. It's like taking the old school figures and giving them more articulation and better sculpts and better paint jobs. I think it's the better of the two lines. It's just not something that I collect. So, but I think it's definitely the better one.
Yeah. Chaos Raven says I use the Masterverse He-Man and Savage He-Man to make a custom Conan. A friend of mine did the same thing. He mixed the two of them.
Yep. Matt Late made one too.
That's what I did. Yeah, when I made that video.
Jeffrey says I'm thinking of using He-Man figure for a Simon Belmont from Castlevania.
That would work. Yeah.
Yeah. And he saw someone use a Warhammer figure, the big round guy, for a custom Ram Man. Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, I saw that. That looks good.
Did too. It did look
good.
good.
I saw that one.
And somebody used it for a Rhino also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know if I liked that one as well. But I think it was well executed. I don't know. I'm not sure what my favorite version of the Rhino is. The mech suit Rhino is kind of weird to me.
Yeah,
just because
I'm good with the classic one, who's actually been enhanced with gamma power. That's why he's stronger now.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Jeffrey's asking, why do you all think Rhino's slight appearance in the Kraven trailer?
I mean, if it's done, we didn't really. I mean, you see his arm kind of change for a split second. That's really all you see. It is nice that we got an actual Russian guy playing Rhino. But I mean, there wasn't enough there to be able to tell if it's going to be a good representation.
Well, that's just because they want to drag us in, right?
Yeah. Which, I mean, if it is, I hope it is. I hope the Kraven movie is a great movie. I want every comic book movie to be an awesome movie.
Sure. But the only thing is they always have to make these guys anti-heroes rather than like true villains. Like, you know what I mean? Like Kraven's a villain. He just likes to hunt because why not? He can do it.
I hope by the end of that movie that Kraven is truly evil. Like whatever happens in this movie explains how he becomes a bad guy. That's what I want out of this movie. Not an anti-hero, but like by the end of that movie, he is a bad guy. You know what I mean? That's what needs to happen.
They're doing that with too many Spider-Man villains in all these movies. They're making them misunderstood people.
Yeah.
You know, I want them to be bad. That's what they are. The only one who truly showed that he was bad was Green Goblin. You know?
Yep.
Taking a little bit of paint and marking where I need to. So I can line it back up. I got the arm where I want it to be, and got the trimmed up. So I'm gonna do the glue up.
Jeffrey says I've kind of been watching horror movies than superhero movies. I felt like half the superhero movies are kind of a mess in my opinion. Yeah, well, I guess after Endgame, it started to go downhill on Marvel's side. DC, I don't know. We all know there's problems with the Warner Brothers DC movies. So Guardians was good. The last Guardians movie, that was
a great movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's probably the only decent superhero movie we've had since
Endgame.
Well, no, because Spider-Man No Way Home was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know, and I like Shang-Chi too. I think those two movies are great.
I didn't mind Shang-Chi. Like, I wouldn't say it was great, but it was. You know what? I enjoyed watching it. It was fun to watch.
It was a movie. It's become a movie I probably watch about once every month or two, and every time I watch it, I like it better. And that's because the more I watch it, I realize it's just a kung fu fantasy movie, which is what I grew up watching.
Oh,
you know, all the kung fu movies. I grew up watching kung fu movies, and that's what it is. It's just a kung fu fantasy movie.
Those guys with the eyebrows that go hang off the side of their head.
Yeah. And that's all it is. It's just a kung fu fantasy movie, and the more I watch it, the more I like it. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, that was good," and then I didn't think much about it, and then it started streaming on Disney Plus, like 3 months later or something like that, because it was middle of COVID. So
yeah,
so it went to Disney Plus pretty quick, and so it's on Disney Plus. So I remember I watched it, and I was like, "Man, that's better than I remember." And then a few months later, I watched it again. I was like, man, that's really good. And then every time I watch it, I'm just like, fuck, I love this movie. Like, I can just watch it over and over again.
Yeah, it's entertaining. And plus, you got, what's his name in there? The guy who was supposed to be...
Ben Kingsley?
Yeah. He was great. Name my thoughts says the only version of Kraven that wasn't a pure villain was in the animated series, but that was a kid's cartoon, which is true. And Chaos Raven
in the kids' cartoon, they wouldn't even allow to punch people.
No. Chaos Raven says, "I love Thor, Love and Thunder." I don't know.
I'm not with you on that one.
I like Thor, Love and Thunder. Like, it's still immensely better than Thor Dark World is.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I honestly think that's why Thor Love and Thunder gets as much crap as it does, is because everybody compares it to Ragnarok, which is one of the greatest Marvel movies of all time, instead of comparing it to the other Thor movies, like Thor and Thor Dark World, which when you compare it to those two movies, it's pretty good. If you're going to compare it to Ragnarok, then of course it's going to look like a steaming pile of crap.
Well, I mean, there are lots of movies that would.
No, the whole thing sucked.
You know, I don't know. I talk about Ragnarok. Ragnarok to me was just, I love the interaction between Thor and Hulk. in that room. Like, I mean, that was just like, I don't know, that was very entertaining for me. Those two guys.
Ragnarok's like a perfect movie. Like, there's nothing to not like about that movie.
What was the best Hulk solo movie, you think?
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, Norton's Hulk movie, to me, I don't know how people say that was a flop. It did well. Like, I don't understand. What are they comparing it to?
Yeah, that's a really good movie that never gets talked about or mentioned.
Well,
and I
because
don't know
it's not
why.
Disney old, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I get it, but like, it's still a part of the story, and it's not like it was a crappy movie. It was a really good Hulk movie.
Is it?
It was excellent.
I thought it showed up on Disney Plus recently. Did it? Did it not?
did, because they got the rights now. Now they finally got the rights, so they can use the Hulk as much as they want to.
Well, let's hope they use them wisely.
Yeah. Get rid of that. Give us some Hulk smash. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people say that when they're talking about Ruffalo's Hulk, they're all, oh no, Ruffalo's Hulk sucked. You know what? No, he does not. In Avengers and Age of Ultron, the Hulk was awesome. In Ragnarok, I think it was awesome. You know what I mean?
Hulk was good up until after Ragnarok.
Yeah,
He was good in everything he was in until, well, I guess Infinity War. Right? I mean, that was everything he was in, he was good until Infinity War. And I'm not a fan of Mark Ruffalo at all. I actually don't like him as an actor at all. But Hulk in those movies, great.
I think he's good as Bruce Banner, though. If you look at him in the first Avengers movie, I think he played a decent Bruce Banner. A lot of people
I think Ed Norton was way better.
Yeah, well, he took the more
way better Bruce Banner.
Yeah, but I don't know. He did good in the first couple of movies. Oh,
Well,
okay, hold on.
the problem is they start letting him. The problem is they start letting him have more control over the Hulk.
Yeah,
the personality and Banner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
Well, they should have never brought Smart Hulk into the equation.
Ruffalo's Hulk is Norton's Hulk. They just switched actors. Banner.
Yeah, it's the same Hulk. It's the same Hulk. It's just, the different actors, and they portrayed Bruce Banner very differently.
Yeah, well,
and Norton's Bruce Banner was much more comic accurate than Ruffalo's Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Okay, we got what is it? Name into me snob says Norton's Hulk was trash in my opinion. Banner's Hulk was better. I think he means Banner.
Eric Bana.
Eric Bana.
I think Eric Bana is a fantastic actor who got pulled into a trash Hulk movie. That movie fucking sucks. The movie is god awful in every way imaginable. I have gone back and watched it. I went back and watched that movie. It was either last year or the year before. I can't remember. It was 2022 or 2021. Because I was like, you know what? I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I hated it. I've hated it for 15 years or however long it's been. And I need to do myself a favor and go back and watch it and see if it's as bad as I remember. And it wasn't as bad as I remember. It was worse. It was way, way worse than I remembered. It's horrible.
Oh, you didn't like the gamma radiation dogs?
No, they're horrible.
Making his dad a living man
at all.
Oh, we got another one. Something Wong says he prefers the 2003 Hulk, even though it's infamous. It's what got me back into the Hulk. Oh,
even though they made his dad a absorbing man, it wasn't what. One thing I have to applaud them with the 2003 movie. They did make David Banner a piece of shit, like he should be. He does murder Bruce's mom in the comics. But what's worse, he beats the murder charge in the comics and raises Bruce. He abuses Bruce his entire life until he's an adult.
Let me get to
And
these
then those
comments.
stupid-
Jeffrey just.
Oh, good.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying, one of the things that annoys the shit out of me in that 2003 Hulk movie is the stupid cut scenes where they try to make it look like a comic book panel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know, oh, this is a comic book, so we got to do these comic book panels all over the screen whenever we're transitioning from one scene to the next and shit. It just is so bad. It's a fucking horrible movie. Sorry.
No worries.
Fucking hate that movie.
Are you bagging on the Ang Lee Hulk?
Yeah.
We got fans in the comments. That's why.
Oh, that works good.
The one thing that pissed me off too about the Ang Lee Hulk is, if Ang Lee was going to take on the Hulk movie, he should have got to know the character better. He did the thing that everyone, like people who don't know what the Hulk is about, always say this: the madder Hulk gets, the bigger he gets, which is the dumbest thing because that's not the case. And he actually did that. He made it look like as Bruce was getting more pissed off, he was getting
Didn't he
bigger.
get like fucking 30 feet tall at one point in that movie or some ridiculous
and
crap?
you remember his head was the size of a soldier.
It
It looked like King Kong. N2 Me Snob says Norton's Hulk was a hypocrite. Mm-hmm.
How's that?
I don't know. He just doesn't like Norton's Hulk. He's just saying Norton's Hulk is trash.
What sucks about 2003 Hulk is I think everybody that was in that movie was, everybody in that movie was great actors. They filled that movie with great actors. And Ang Lee is an amazing director. And somehow all that coalesced into this giant steaming pile of dog shit. And I don't know how they managed to do that. That's the most amazing thing about that movie.
I found it entertaining, especially the part where he hits that poodle in the nuts. or was it the bulldog?
There was a pit bull.
Whichever one of it, he's just sitting there wailing on its junk because it bit him in the junk. It was funny.
It's been a while since I watched it. I don't remember much about it.
That part cracked me up. It's the part where they're out at the farmhouse.
Oh yeah, even something once he was taller than. Yeah, you remember when he was hiding in the tree after he fought the dogs? Yeah. Or no, just before he fought the dogs, and he picked up Betty and put her in the car. Like,
well, yeah, it's like 13 feet tall or something.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. That attempt to get a Hulk sample from his eyeball scene was funny. Oh yeah, you remember that? Jennifer Connelly is fired.
Yeah.
Ang Lee's other movie wasn't good either.
What was his other?
Well, he's done some decent movies, but
I think. Are you talking about Crouching Dragon, Hidden Tiger thing?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, that one.
Well, I know he's done a bunch of action movies, right?
Yeah, it works. The first stamp worked.
Betty was 112 Hulk's. Yeah.
The best thing to come out of that movie was Sam Elliott, who should have stayed General Ross.
Yeah. It makes no sense why they cast Harrison Ford as General Ross. He don't look anything like the character. He hates that kind of a movie, so I don't get it.
Yeah, they should have got him back. I don't know what they're thinking.
And hell, he still looks great.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott still looks great. To be a man is older than Harrison Ford and still looks in better shape than Harrison Ford.
You know what? I haven't really been reading up on all the stuff coming in the new Captain America movie? Was it New World Order or whatever? But I know they're teasing Red Hulk because they got Mark Ruffalo in the cast. They got what's her name? Liv Tyler back as Betty. You got Harrison Ford, obviously as Ross. But I have a feeling they're gonna skip Ross being Red Hulk, and they're going right to the other guy. I don't know the other guy's name. There
was that behind the scenes picture that came out. Have you seen that? Where it's Harrison Ford and what's his face, Ruffalo, sitting in their chairs, and they're like turning around and smiling while somebody takes a picture of them. And if you look, Harrison Ford is wearing ripped up pants that look like shorts, and they're all shredded and in tatters.
I thought they already announced that he was supposed to be the new Thunderbolt Ross.
Well,
he's Ross.
The speculation is he going to actually transform the Red Hulk, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking that they might go right to the next Red Hulk, because I don't know if Ford can deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, if he wants to keep working, he's probably fine with it because all he has to do is the voice. They're not going to mocap him. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, though. When they do mainly the characters that are CGI are usually like Ruffalo does all the Hulk scenes.
Well,
yeah, but Harrison Ford's not going to do. He's not going to do his own mocap. He's not going to be the one doing that. Yeah. He's not going to be the one on set actually doing that. Harrison Ford, wasn't he one of the ones that I remember seeing a thing? He was one of the big actors that gave Disney the license to use his likeness for basically eternity. And to do that, you have to have already gone in and done all the face scans and all that stuff. So they don't even need him to mocap anything to do like a Red Hulk version of his face.
Let me give me some of these comments. Ang Lee's okay. Ang Lee actually mocap for the Hulk. Yeah, I heard Ang Lee was the one who did the mocap for the Hulk. Jeffrey's asking, Sam Elliott is still acting? Oh yeah,
he was just in that show 1923.
Yeah, the prequel to
1883. Sorry, the other one.
Yeah, the prequel to Yellowstone.
Yeah. And he was good at
riding horses and doing somewhat action scenes in his 80s.
Yeah. Laurie saying Harrison's annoyance might be nice inspiration for him to voice the Red Hulk. Betty was 112 Figma scale and Hulk was Storm Collectibles 112 scale. Chaos says, love him in that. Sam turned it down from what? Oh. I guess he was approached to become us, and he turned it down. He isn't fond of superhero movies.
Yeah, I wonder why he's not fond of superhero movies. What's the one superhero movie he's been in?
Ghost Rider, Hulk. Well, he was great in Ghost. He was good in Ghost Rider. His everything he did in Ghost Rider was great. Okay, we got into Me Snob again here. Says Norton's Hulk, he kept crying about wanting to get rid of the Hulk, but everything he was doing was not to get rid of him. and Abomination was trash.
Oh, I like Abomination in that movie.
Yeah.
Ford needs the white handlebar mustache. I remember Sam was in Roadhouse. Yeah, he was badass in Roadhouse.
Until he died.
Oh, that sucks, though, that he turned it down. It would have been good if he came back as Ross.
The thing is, though, is that true that he turned it down, though? A lot of these places, too, they'll just spread out rumors that's not even true.
Yeah.
And some of it can be misinformation from the studios, too, because most people like us be like, why the hell did they just get Sam Elliott back? Then they're like, oh, we forgot. Let's make it where he didn't want to do it.
I may have killed my program. It gave me the, oh, nope, I figured it out.
Jared, I was telling Sean yesterday, I mentioned that Medusa, remember the head as a stand?
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. I asked him how difficult it would be because it's all hair, right? Yeah, that one there, the one that you the bottom one there, I think that one looks better than the one that guy made. Because have you guys heard of what's his name? Customizer.
That I wouldn't even like. That isn't really. That I wouldn't really treat as like hair.
Yeah, it's
like,
basically. Yeah, it's basically like the head and hair is a stand. You just basically plug your figure into it. That throne one was cool. Show them that throne one. The throne one was cool.
I'm gonna find it again. Where's the throne?
It's basically she's using her hair as a throne.
This is the only other one you sent me.
Yeah, that's David San Jose. He's a customizer. He's from the Philippines. He made those.
There's these two.
He was selling them, yeah. But that's not it right there.
That's the only two pictures you sent me.
Oh, I didn't send you the throne one? Remember you said it would be a little more difficult to make?
You told me about it, but you didn't send me a picture of it.
Oh.
Oh. Nope. Yeah, the reason why that would be a little bit more difficult to make is because I'd have to get proper measurements. But I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's just got to be taller than the figure.
Yeah.
He was working on 1823 show at the time also. I guess we're talking about Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Did you all see someone fan casting Jackie Chan to play Goku and Jet Li to play Vegeta?
Man, Jackie Chan's a little bit old at this point.
I think they're both too old at this point. Oh, and to me, Snob says, what's going on with that Ursa Major body and Sasquatch arms?
That is going to be an original character I'm working on. I am splicing the arms together.
Then there's a new fan cast that the actor who played Shang-Chi to play Goku and the actor who played Storm Shadow in Snake Eyes movie to play Vegeta. I'm curious to see that.
I just don't think Dragon Ball works live action.
No.
Well, you didn't love
was
that Dragon Ball movie we got like 12, 13 years ago or whenever it was? Wasn't that just awesome?
I didn't even watch it.
I heard it was the greatest movie of all time.
Who played the villain in that?
We never got no Dragon Ball movie.
Now they're going to try it with One Piece, right?
No,
I'm trying to remember.
How are you going to do that and make it look good?
Yeah.
Was Mark Strong in that movie?
Summarizing like the animes, like in the motto thing, is like was so damn accurate too. Train and be better tomorrow, Goku. Believe in yourself, Naruto. Luffy, fuck the government.
Yeah.
One Piece. That's the entire message of One Piece. Fuck the government.
I can't remember who played the villain in that Dragon Ball movie. Was it either the guy who played Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Mark Strong?
Spike.
It was Spike, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to.
He actually liked Piccolo. Then.
Jeffrey says hopefully Netflix would do a live action series like they're doing with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I don't know. Avatar was the Last Airbender, the cartoon. I think that's a masterpiece for cartoons. I mean, that's something for any cartoon show to aspire to. Yep. It's entertaining. It's dramatic. The story is compelling. The animation is good.
Sequel, not so much, but
I don't watch the sequel, but there's cabbage abuse.
First, to start the sequel off, all the other characters are old and Aang's dead.
Oh, that's depressing.
That's the new Avatar, Korra.
I want more live action Cowboy Bebop.
Might be. I think you're in a minority there if anybody's wanting that.
So, this is what happened the last time I printed the Hawk Girl head. For some reason, something in that model is telling it to fill that hole in. I don't know what it is. Because that's the hole. And that doesn't look like that.
Strange.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. It happens every once in a while. Say again?
Said it could be drilled out, right?
I mean, it could be, but
how did the rest of it come out?
I'll take a picture and send it. So.
KS says he puts the dragon. That's what I put. I put it in to put my kids to sleep. Dragon Ball Evolution was absolutely 100% trash.
But the spinoff from that lasted for a good while. I think it was called Shameless, where Goku dated Bulma.
I don't.
The TV,
I'm
the
not.
Showtime
I don't
series
watch Dragon
Shameless.
Ball.
The Showtime series Shameless. The actress that played Bulma and the actor that played Goku. They were in
that show.
Yep.
I've never seen Shameless. I've heard it's good though.
And if you ever wanted to see Goku and Bulma get on, just watch Shameless.
Pass. So here's the rest of the head looks pretty good. When I print it next, I'll have to make sure that I change the supports here because this got stuck to the side of the face. And then down here, those parts that hang down past her chin, I probably wasn't very gentle when I removed the supports and took that whole thing right off.
Okay.
But when you go to snap this on a head, if you make a neck hole for it that's proper, you're going to stab the piss out of yourself with it because it is sharp.
Yay!
Yeah, those things are sharp.
Weaponized head cast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can put your thumb on the top of the head and just put it down.
Yeah. You gotta put your thumb between the spikes and not on.
I'm used to that because you made Primeval for me.
Yeah, if you don't hurt yourself a little bit for what you do you really love it?
Exactly. You have to suffer for your art.
That's right.
Ooh.
Right.
So now I get to do cleanup and figure out what the hell's going on. Just gonna gut it and then I'll cut out the cavity.
It looks turned out pretty good with the first stamp.
That does look good. Live action anime is at a point that live action superheroes started at. Nobody takes it serious, but as soon as they do, they will get better. And Jeffrey says, I can't agree. Animated shows or anime shouldn't be touched or turned into live action.
It's something that One Piece is just going to look terrible. I'm sorry. It's just the whole premise of the show is just, and the characters' powers and stuff, just is not going to translate well to screen.
It'll be like the Fantastic Four movie that they made with him stretching his arm underneath the door. It didn't look good. I don't know how you can do a elastic person's powers in live action and make them look good.
And especially in Luffy's powers, even more extreme
they
than that.
Don't look natural because they're not, and they never will. So what makes good graphics like acceptable CG is that it is believable, but you can't make that look believable. So it's always your brain's always going to reject it. Go, that's not natural.
Anthony Snob is asking, which Harker are you doing?
That one.
Name Without's asking Harker, what body is that Strider on?
Articulated icon. It's done now.
Oh, that's going to
Is
work
it all
out
done?
perfect.
Oh, nice.
All done.
We get to
Turned out good.
be able to stamp the fur into the leg.
Wow.
Looks good.
KF says at Harker that Strider is looking good. Working on a Marvel vs. Capcom display.
No, I'm not gonna go with a full display because I just don't have time to do one. Honestly, I really didn't have time to do that, but I just wanted to finish a custom that I had in the works for the last 2 years. And then seeing everybody do customs on the stream, I had to do something. Now it's back to the stuff I don't want to do.
Oh,
Capes. Lots of capes.
that adulting stuff is hard.
Oh, she turned out really pretty though. The face sculpt with the Hawk. My girl I was checking on the Discord. The face is
Yeah.
really
Harker made some suggestions that helped. Like the chin I put on her was too big. So Harker gave me some feedback.
You give her a Jay Leno.
Yeah, I gave her the Jay Leno treatment.
She was a little Leno-esque.
Nico in the house. Hey, Nico.
Hey. Oh, Name is asking. Name Withheld's asking, how did you get the texture on the legs?
Oh, used blue stuff, and I made texture stamps. Heated up the blue stuff and made texture stamps from the Ursa Major parts.
That's what you call push molding, right?
No, that's just a texture stamp, and push mold will be like reproducing a part. Usually do it
Okay.
like 2 pieces. I find the epoxy sculpt works better for that kind of stuff, and I like Fixit for other things. Like smooth sculpting, you don't take textures as well as epoxy sculpt. If you want to using it to fill the cavity up on the bottom of the bear hollow.
Larry's saying you don't need an entire MVC cast. Just make some swooping effects for Strider Cypher Blade and a single opponent. And the display will be golden.
Boom, 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 boom.
I think I got a bit dehydrated sitting at the hospital and then driving home today. They don't, the VA does not have the canteen open on the weekends, which makes no sense at all to me.
Yeah, because it seems like the weekends would be more likely to have visitors.
That was the thought I had. But apparently they don't care. I think they're having a hard time staffing.
Yeah. Well,
there are a lot of places that are.
Cost Raven 7712. I should start recording myself working on stuff so I can eventually hang out on here with y'all on video. I watch all this while I work on my own stuff. Hey, cool. That's. I do the same thing when I'm watching other YouTubers. I sit there and work on this stuff even when I'm not doing this. And listen to them talk. And I listen to this one channel called GeekFusionTV on Saturdays. And
Sounds like an asshole.
I watched it yesterday while I was in the
not
park.
bad if his air conditioning's working, but if his air conditioning's out, he's like going a bit of a tirade around him.
Yeah, Matt. I did tune in for a bit, Matt. I was in the parking lot waiting for my wife. I just happened to catch the whole couple of guys shitting on Canada. Perfect timing for me to tune in.
Yeah. Do you now? Have you reserved the new John Deere Transformers?
Well, no, I'm curious about that whole maple syrup thing, Transformer, because you guys do know we have cars up here, right?
We thought you just had like snowmobiles and shit.
I heard that
snowmobiles and moose.
instructed by your government to tell us that you have cars, but really it's just propaganda.
Yeah,
Just to get people to move there.
we actually have roads too.
Yeah.
It's not,
I
it's
don't
just
believe
not-
that. That's horse shit.
No, it's moose shit.
Sorry,
You
moose.
you also have people trying to live Fast and Furious lifestyles in Brampton too.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Do not refer to Brampton as Canada, please, because it's not.
Have you guys disowned it?
I live and work in it, so
that's a yes.
yeah. Worst city to drive in the world, I think.
He sends me so many pictures and videos of wrecks, and it happened right in front of them, and or right around them. And
I'm on the road all day, so I drive by accidents all the time. And whenever I have an opportunity, if I'm stuck in traffic, I'll take a picture. I'll send it over to Jared. It's like, yeah, another day in Brampton.
a lot. What's funny is like a good chunk of those bad driving memes is coming from Brampton.
I know. Man, you hear the songs too that they're singing about it? Those are actual songs. Like, that's kind of sad. Hank Solo says, I heard that Geek Fusion guy has a kung fu grip.
Yep.
Yeah. He broke Mjolnir.
I heard something about like a disc hinge action too. Dick hinge action.
Dick
Hinge.
It's the best point of articulation on an action figure.
Yeah. Well, that part has to move, right? Jeffrey's asking, would that one new V-Toys body, the one with the big muscular cartoony proportions, work for Dracula figure? Or is the body too muscular? I don't know the figures, so one of you guys might be able to answer that.
Are you talking about the Marvel Comics Dracula or what?
V-Toys?
It's those kind of like miniature like Hot Toy blanks bodies. They're kind of like nude bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I wanted to say thank you for the Strong Guy arms and Shriek torso.
Oh, good. They got there just fine in.
Yeah.
Good.
Sitting on my
Well,
porch
that's
today.
the least I could do for everything you've done for me.
I appreciate it. I was able to complete Strong Guy. I didn't have to pay $40 for his arms. Let's see if I get some light on this so I can see what I'm doing.
The package I sent hasn't got there yet.
Let me look at it. No, I haven't seen it.
Good Lord.
Hulk Smash got a package from me, and
Oh yeah,
he won't even open it.
I see.
I got a big one. Oh, he's talking about the Castlevania Dracula, by the way.
So that's the kind of shipping time you can expect coming out of Houston. It's just pure incompetence.
Well, you know.
Well, I shipped my stuff to Hulk Smash like 3 days later than he did, and he got his Friday, and I still ain't got mine.
Usually you get stuff from me quick though.
Oh no, it's been years.
Expected delivery from you, Harker, is tomorrow.
I'll be surprised if it shows up tomorrow.
And then Dom also sent me something. Not Dom, Don. Sorry.
Dun 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 dun.
One letter away.
Dun 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 dun. Feeling that his boys on the bottom.
I don't. It's not even showing on here where it is.
Anybody going to retry for the 89 Batmobile in the morning?
Nope.
I'm sure they'll have 10, 15 up for order.
And
Even if I did manage to see one in stock, I don't want to give them any more of my money.
I'm still pissed about the fact that the first canopy was gray.
yep. Then they wait and release the proper colored one, and
Yep.
and make it insanely hard to get exclusive that with one website don't give a shit if bots buy everything.
Yep. And they put it with a figure that has a really strange neck, but I kind of like it. It's like a cross between the Christian Bale suit and the Keaton suit. I don't know. It's unique. Definitely going to make some capes for it.
All right. So here's what I don't understand. There is no reason for them to have a different size ball for the heads on all of their figures.
Yep.
Like most of them are
On
like
who?
a. What do you mean on who?
What, like on
The ball
What?
and the ball for okay.
Legends or who?
Yeah, on Legends.
Oh yeah. They're
I mean, within a line, they should be the same.
Oh, that's called hard mode.
It's just annoying. It seems like you would pick a size and stick with it.
Oh, that makes too much sense.
Yeah,
Nah,
no kidding.
hard mode.
They got different heights of the neck pegs. They got different diameters of the ball joints. So like I said, they don't like you to actually customize your figures. They don't want you even swapping heads.
That is probably why.
So if you could just swap your own head out and not have to do any modification to it, why would you buy the variant they're going to make next time with the head that's you were going to put on your own figure?
It's one of the reasons I'm willing to bet that the NCU and the comic figures have different ball sizes. Especially like the Spider-Man figures.
That is apparently 2.26 meters tall.
Yeah, name of those. That's because they hate customizers.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that for quite a while.
Well, And people think like they went pinless for aesthetics. Nobody cared about pinless joints until they actually made them. Like, then it's like people were like convinced they're better. It's like, do they look better? That's debatable. Yes, they can look better, but also means if there's any issues with the construction of that figure, you're screwed.
I prefer pinless because I'll pass on certain figures that have pins, honestly. But that's just a preference. Like that didn't mean shit. As far as customizing goes, I can get around it with cutting it and putting the paper clip through it and sealing it. But that's that. But for the majority of people that get that ruins the ability for other people to customize.
Yep. It takes you like from easily just kit bashing to an advanced skill level.
Yep.
Like, I mean, you can always fill your peg holes. A lot of people have been doing that over the years.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty easy, but
it requires a paint job afterwards, which I'm not. I don't have that kind of time. This is my full-time job. So, I mean, I do this 14 hours a day. So, any time that I have off, I dedicate for Thursday night and Sunday night. And I'm still obviously working right now.
MCU is different scale than the rest of the Legends.
It started out smaller. They've actually creeped up to be very similar scale now.
Yeah.
It definitely started out true 1/12 scale.
Yeah. Yeah, says Laura Kinney Wolverine is the worst.
Oh, I haven't messed with her.
What? I mean, like the comic?
I would assume like trying to take her apart or something. I don't know.
I think they.
Is she pinless?
No. Oh, I don't know about the Wolverine. No, I didn't buy that one. I got the X-Force one. That was the last one I bought of her.
Well, I figured out he's one he's talking about is the Wolverine one.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, okay. Probably. I don't know if she's pinless. That was I'm trying to think of pinless figures were out at that point.
Were those not the same sculpt?
Yeah, good point.
No, they were different.
I'm pretty sure the Wolverine version of her is taller.
I'll find out in here in a minute.
I want to say she's an adult body with the X-23 version on a teenage body. I could be wrong now.
Yeah, the X-Force one is on the teenage body.
I hammered out some real metal claws for mine out of paper clips on my anvil.
There was a guy, a few guys up here were selling them locally, a set of 3 claws for Wolverine. They just plug right into the Wolverine slots.
Is it Can of Beams?
No, he did them too. But there was a couple of guys local that I actually sent a set to Jared.
I just don't like the ones that plug in generally. They're just thick. They don't look right. I want my shit to be able to stab the fuck out of them.
No, these are pretty short, man.
Oh yeah? The ones from Can of Beans are like super thick and needed to be like sharpened heavily in order to look right.
I
No,
don't know.
these
I
here
stabbed
are
the crap out
probably-
of myself with the ones I got.
these ones here that I sent Jared. They're probably exactly the same size as the plastic ones that they come with.
Oh, really? Nice.
It plugs right in. It plugs right into the same slot. And they're pretty thin. They look good. She is on the teenage body, right?
She is on the teenage body.
Both of them?
Yep.
No.
And she's not pinless?
She is pinless. I mean, no, she's not pinless. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's the
I guess
exact same body.
Like,
Is just new boots.
Oh, he's talking about the ball joint.
Oh, those
Or-
yips, yellow yips are terrible in that teen body.
her yellow blue suit, ball joint is smaller than the same size as Timber from Snake Eyes 2.
Oh yeah, her neck peg is tiny.
Weird.
Well, that's
Ooh.
the standard on. It's teeny tiny little neck peg.
Strange.
You can make a Wolfsbane if you put the Timber head on her.
But that's standard for the teen body though. They're exactly the same size.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a cool idea. Get one of the heads from the Timber, from the Snake Eyes pack, and pop it on the X-23 body.
We have Wolfbane heads though out of the one from Walgreens, whatever her name is.
I ended up putting a little drop of glue on the toe claws because seal suckers fly out too damn easily.
Kia says it looks horrible.
I was never a fan of her claw arrangement.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
The toe?
No, she got weird hand claws too. Doesn't she have one coming out of her thumb knuckle joint?
No, hers came out.
Dakin has like two coming out of the top and one coming out of like the wrist or something like that.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not natural for him. The third claw was some kind of artifact or something other. He normally only has two claws on each hand.
Oh, really? I don't know much about him other than
I
that.
didn't.
But
I didn't
dude,
like it. I don't like the way it looked.
His
It was poorly.
his third claw coming out of the wrist is not part of his biology. The lower side of the wrist.
Well, it was weird when they
Who's
made
that
it.
other
One
Wolverine kid that had blonde hair. Whatever happened to him? Did they retcon that guy?
Oh, I think he's still around.
That has
He was
too
part-
many kids.
The blonde kid was part of the Ultimate universe.
Oh,
After
really?
they killed off Wolverine, then I think when they merged the universes, he came to the 616.
Did the Ultimate Wolverine come over too?
No, they killed him all.
Oh yeah.
They killed him. Magneto killed him a long time ago. I think during Ultimatum, or one of those events, like for the Ultimate Universe, they killed off Magneto killed Wolverine.
Who came over from that? Nick Fury?
No, that's a different one. It's that's Marcus Johnson, aka Nick Fury Jr. They told him his name was Marcus Johnson forever because they keep Nick's family safe.
Mhm.
then when they later on revealed he's actually Nick Fury Jr. on it. They took his eye too, like his bloodstream has the Infinity Formula that keeps Nick young. So as a group tried to kidnap him and took his eye for get a sample of the Infinity Formula. So basically, they did a huge convoluted story just to have the MCU Nick Fury style in the 616.
Oh, okay. So that's how that happened.
Yeah.
What happened to the original one?
They later on retconned that to be he's very old. He was living on the moon. And a lot of the and they retconned it where like a lot of the Nick Furies we've seen stories of in the past have actually been what Shield call the
Life model decoy.
Yeah, LMDs.
Yeah, life model
decoys. He's using them basically an army of those just to like do stuff. He ends up killing the Watcher and taking his eye. Basically destroy all the legacy characters. That's part of the things they do.
Weird.
Fighting Thor, he was the one that made Thor unworthy. When he told just by whispering in Thor's ear, Gore was right because he respected Nick Fury so much. It made Thor doubt himself.
Well, you know, they say your friend's words can hurt you badly, right?
I guess so.
I should have never revealed what he said. It would have been better. Would have been cool.
People would have been killing themselves, freaking out.
Like when they finally told the origin of Wolverine, they kind of like ruined the mystery of the character.
Yeah, absolutely. You should have never.
Because the origin of Wolverine's kind of lame.
You waited that long just for that piece of garbage?
Well, they should have never told it.
Yeah. KS says they're bringing the Ultimate Universe back for some reason.
Well, what for? Most of the their main characters are in the 616.
I just like I said, I'm not up to date by far. I've never really been a big time comic reader, but this whole thing that they're doing with Beast, they're making him like one of the most vile villains out there. When you still have
retcon it, one of the beasts that are like planted around the world will like pop out and be like, "What the fuck?" and shut his ass down.
Yeah, but you got all this going on.
They didn't have to do that because they had Dark Beast from the Age of Apoxie.
Yeah.
Or that'll end up being Dark Beast, and he like changed himself to look like regular Beast and all kinds of. With
the Croa technology, they could actually have them where, because you're basically downloading most of like X-Men now have died and been replaced with clone bodies, so with their memories downloaded into their new bodies.
Yeah, all mutants are immortal now.
You know, all the characters are dead. But you say that too because these are clones.
Yeah, KS is saying that's going to end up being Dark Beast revived. Well, he's got like how many other beasts has he made now as clones just doing his work? It's like there's a bunch of Oompa Loompas walking around.
No, that's a bad analogy. Oompa Loompas are definitely orange.
Hey, they're blue Oompa Loompas. They're the cousins.
Oh, okay. I accept
blue
that.
Oompa Loompas.
They're Smurfs.
Bloopa Loompas, yeah.
They're Smurfs. See?
Smurfs.
You can apparently manufacture Smurfs because Gargamel was able to make a Smurf with the Smurfette.
Yeah.
Remember when they got poison, they started turning purple.
Uh,
They're like zombie Smurfs. They were zombie Smurfs,
I don't remember that.
and they're if they bite the tail of the other Smurf, they turn purple, and then
I think I vaguely remember that.
yeah, and then they were running around saying "Gnarf, Gnarf." Oh god, cartoons were so cool back then. Nico says they are Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys. They want to fight for their right to party. All right.
Speaking of, you guys know where I can find a good werewolf head for the dark beast body? You know what? eBay. There's a lot of people making.
Yeah, check eBay for like a lot of people do 3D print modeled heads and printed heads. Also Etsy too. There should be a lot of vendors there.
Yeah, they've made them specifically for the dark beast body. All man-made Smurfs are female.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted you to do. That'll be fine.
That blew my mind when I sent you that 3D model of that action figure and the prices you told me when you checked it out. It's like, what? I just thought it looked cool, and I didn't even check to see what he was charging.
What are we talking about?
That 3D printed action figure I sent you, like when you checked it out, it's like,
yeah. Well, it was the 144 was the educational pack where you could just look at how he makes the articulation for those things and the range of movement and things like that. And then the next tier up, whatever that was so that you could use it once to make a project with, like that you would actually commercially sell. And then the next tier up from that was like the unlimited use, where you could just buy the articulation set to use for whatever you wanted. Which it makes sense if you're talking about using it commercially.
Yeah.
So if he's talking about letting you use it for commercial use, it's not that bad. But
gotcha. Yeah, he contacted me about they have an anthropomorphic like mammoth head in their stock shop.
Oh yeah.
And I looked at it. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. Does he want you to use it?
I don't know. I went and looked at it.
Is he going to give you a free sample for advertising purposes?
He didn't say anything. Of course, English is not his primary language too, so. I would advertise the hell out of them.
Hang is asking who's doing this.
Oh, I can't remember. It's like we've on Instagram. He contacts me. Not even contact me. He messaged me on my work in progress pictures of my mammoth guy I'm working on. I said, "Oh, we have a head called Mammoth."
I don't remember when you sent me that thing, that link.
I'd have to look it back up.
This guy here, I found him.
Oh, pull him up. Yeah, his models look cool.
Oh yeah, he's really good. Sebastian's damn good. Planetary Dog is his website.
Yeah,
There's your werewolf head right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shop.
He's where I get all my cat heads and feet and claws and stuff. Really good. Sebastian's great.
So does he print them out and or you have like does he just sell STL files?
He prints them. He's overseas though, so it takes a little while to get to you. It's well worth it because he cleans his stuff up really good. He uses high quality resin. And he does all of that art. Like that's all him.
There's the mammoth. There's
The
one down
elephant
there.
head.
Yeah, he's got a mammoth too, though.
Yeah, it's
That
lower.
elephant head looks good.
Mm-hmm.
The mammoth head was right below it, I believe. Is that it there? A little bit over.
Next to the hippo.
Yeah, next to
the head right there above that one. That is one that I'm gonna pick up pretty soon.
That looks good.
Got a weird peg coming out of it.
I think it's just meant for Mythic Legions.
Oh, I think the peg isn't actually there.
You don't think it's actually there?
No.
Just that's probably what he used to cut out the hole for the neck peg that's on the Mythic Legion.
It'll pop right on that ogre body.
Yeah, he's got some great looking stuff here.
Yeah, that mammoth head looked great.
I mean, all these look great. They're all real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me go grab what I got from him.
6 cents quantity. Didn't give me a price for the $21. But I don't know what the shipping would be.
It goes like it would take like a 7-inch, probably like for the size body. Or
You
9-inch,
got 6-inch or 9-inch.
which is $35.
$35. Yeah, he's got good looking stuff.
That 3D printed action figure looks cool though.
That guy. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, Kia saying, is it Planet Dog Toys?
Yeah.
Planetary Dog.
Yeah, he's saying that they're out of the werewolf and they just retired them.
Oh.
Damn.
Depressing.
Chaos, check eBay. There's quite a bit of werewolf head casts out there.
What can I use the rest of my epoxy for?
All right. Hopefully that cleaned up the problems that I was having with the Harker head. Now, where did I put my list? That's not my list. I think I threw away my list again.
Your to-do list?
Yeah, I don't like lists. The stuff I have.
If you don't have a list, there's nothing to do.
Okay, you know, it's not my only fault. I have 3 kids that just are curious and will touch stuff or pick it up, and there's no privacy in this house for me. There's no, this is Dad's stuff. Leave it alone. They're like, oh, this is cool.
Yeeted, like, whatever.
Dad drew a picture on this. This is cool, so I'm gonna walk off with it and hide it someplace from him.
You know what I used to do? I used to write down every time I thought about a figure to customize, and I used to already think recipes and stuff like that. I used to write it all down, then I forget what I do with the paper. So, and then you don't remember which figure you're thinking of customizing, and let alone the recipe for it. So, you know what I started doing? I started putting it on a file on my phone. It's just like
take some forethought.
It makes way too much sense, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
Do that.
I'm not gonna do that. It makes too much sense.
Over here making sense and shit.
Did you ever figure out the print issue with those Lobo back forks?
Oh, no, because I threw that list out. It's not like I haven't had stuff on my mind, too, so.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not. Dude, I'm not.
I'm writing it down. Low forks.
I remember you bought you a bike, too, to put them on.
Yeah, I got the bike sitting over here. Waiting for them. All right, so that hot girl should be better now. She's in the 2-print file.
How'd the swords print?
Let me go get one. I'll take a picture of it and bring it up so you can see it. I'm not happy with it. There's something I want to fix with them. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Chaos says I'm gonna head out. You all have a good night. You too, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Have a good one.
That's some head casting goodness going on over there.
Yeah, this is all from Planetary Dog.
Let's see the quality.
Yeah, so let me adjust my focus here. And let's see.
That's a lion, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's nice work.
It's hollowed out so it doesn't like, it isn't like super heavy. Here's one of the claws. Here's a fist weapon that I got.
What is that for?
This is from Planetary Dog. Here's the lion head that I showed when you were before you were sitting down.
That's good.
And here's one of the paws, feet. And these, I mean, you can see the little ridges in there. They're designed to plug right in, and they're good to go.
Nice.
Here's some of the heads. This is one of the male heads, the male lion or panther or whatever.
Nice.
This is a female. This is a snarling. It's actually a female, but one of my cats has a thinner head like this. These are all going to be my cats. So I basically got head sculpts of them. So this is like Bit. This is Pitt. He's my cat that passed away in 2020. Like the love of my life. So sorry, my wife. This is Nat or Buzzy. You probably hear me bitch at her 9 times a day. Actually 90 times a stream. And this is Kit. He's the predecessor to Pitt, my new orange boy. And he's kind of floofy. And he's fierce.
I can kind of guess what you don't like about the swords.
Yeah. Did you see him?
The steak knife serrated edge.
Yep.
Oh, and here's this one, like demonic head sculpt. I got this from him as well because I just wanted to add something a little extra on because I think I was only ordering like
Holy crap, it is flexible.
one extra thing on. There you go.
Yeah, that's why it was. I'm surprised that he broke Mjolnir, Stormbreaker. Sorry, I was surprised he broke Stormbreaker.
Oh wow!
That is the same batch of resin that I printed Stormbreaker with.
Yeah, mine didn't do that.
Well,
I didn't even move it that much, so it just,
yeah. I mean, that basically went back to the same shape it was in before I, bent it in half.
Yeah, but you know what though? That's kind of like that's flat compared to the
Yeah, that's true too.
I was super nervous with Strider's really thin handles, and I moved those around quite a bit doing this thread on here, and they didn't snap at all. I was really happy that they didn't. But even if they did, I would have been able to drill out the center of the handle a little bit and run a thin paper clip through them and support it and reglue it.
Well, so I think that in order to the thing is that edge on that is real fine.
Yeah.
So I think, and that's the print side down is where you get the serrations. I think in order to prevent some of that, I'm going to need to make that blade a little bit wider, like thicker.
Yeah.
Just on the edge. And hopefully that'll take care of it.
And just trim it down.
Yeah.
on cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine had that, the bumps and stuff, but I was able to clean them up really easy.
Yours was more on the surface. This one almost acted like, because that edge was so thin that it ate away some of the edge when it was just printing for so long. All right, save that. I got your cups, your Doom cups sitting out there, Harker. Was there anything? Oh, I need to print your wings, but I need clear resin in the vat for that.
The bike is looking awesome, man.
I'm not doing anything else to it. It's pretty much done. I just have to start printing parts.
Well, I figured you were going to paint it.
Well, yeah.
That means it's not done. I'm talking about your bike. It's like this.
Well, do you want me to paint it with my lacquer? It's like super scratch resistant, like Mr. Color stuff. I'll airbrush it. So if you send me yours, I can paint like mine and yours at the same time, and I can paint Jared's too, or I could at least lay the base coat on everybody.
All right, gentlemen, I got to head out. I got work at about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, same here.
Try and get some sleep. I know.
Yeah, me too, but not until August 1st.
So, I will see y'all next time.
All right,
Take
take
care.
care.
Very good, Matt.
Later.
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that push motor of the I made. That push motor I made for this worked out pretty good for doing the armored plate for the belt.
Oh yeah.
So I was going through and smoothing it out a little bit because I don't want the actual belly button.
No,
because it's basically an armor plate, so I don't really need them to have I like the simulated abs on the armor piece, but not the actual belly button itself.
but it'd be so cute.
Oh crap!
Like the bear when they all the bald spots on it.
Oh, mine's on its way. I'm gonna have to do so much work.
I've been pissed though, but if I ordered that, because the prototype is so much nicer.
God.
Prototype's got better colors, better articulation.
Well, the articulation is apparently not that much different.
I like elbow bicep swivels better than elbow swivels.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, you'd have both. Like with the Ursa Major here, it's got both. It's got bicep swivel and elbow swivel.
Apparently, they had some kind of problem with the tooling with the factory in order to get the bicep swivel. So they had to forego, and they ended up going with a different factory altogether, and then couldn't retrieve the original files or the original tooling that was sent to the first factory that they already paid for. So they got dick out of that, which sucks. But I mean, it's kind of the way it goes with that business, you know. They're cutthroat.
Well, I saw that Wade got his Odious funded.
Yeah, I went ahead and picked one up. Even though I gave him a hard time on not asking me about doing soft goods on it. He's like, I didn't know if you'd be down or not. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, you didn't even ask. He's like, so of course I would have been down, asshole. He's like, well then I'm gonna definitely do something with you. And I'm like, okay, I give you all this free shit.
Yeah, he's planning on doing variants for us, I understand too.
I know. I just like giving him a hard time.
Yeah.
It's important to give your friends as hard a time as possible.
Well, I mean, how do they know if you're friends unless you're teasing them?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're always nice to them, are you really friends?
Precisely.
Yeah, I mean, how well do you know somebody if you're not picking on them?
Plus, he knows I was the police, so you know that's another thing. Where if you were armed forces or the police, then you're pretty harsh when it comes to fucking with your friends.
It's my turn to leave, guys. I gotta call it a night.
All right, man. Take care.
You too, guys.
Oh, Brian is in the chat saying maybe been to Ollie's lately. He's like, he picked up a ton of stuff, and I sent him some money to pick up some stuff. I didn't know the Ollie's here would have stuff.
Oh,
Ollie's is
nice.
awesome.
I want that snake eyes.
What, Snake Eyes?
The movie one, $4.99.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I feel like I got ripped off now. I paid
I'm gonna have
$10.
to get me another snake eyes.
I did a kit bash and mixed the version 1 classified with the movie one.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's Ninja Snake Eyes right there, man. That's perfect.
So you can,
I like the pants better. Yeah.
the portions are so much better on this one as the body. The first classified one, he's almost like a true 1/12 scale. To put the version 1 head on this one, you have to swap the necks out, because the ball pegs are not the same diameter, of course. But the ball joint at the base of the neck's the same. So you can actually just heat the necks up, pop them out, and swap them, and you're good to go.
So now, as I'm leaving the stream, I'm going to be grumbling because we don't have all these up here.
Oh,
I mean,
gotta start a new box for you then, huh?
On
Yeah,
they're only $10 on Big Bad Toy Store, but
Yeah, I still got to pay shipping though from that, so and conversion, so it's still going to be
oh yeah,
20 something bucks when it's over and
Yeah.
done with.
Then import tariffs too.
Yeah, yeah. If I get dinged.
Your box got, I think you got dinged, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
They didn't believe. Apparently, they didn't believe me when I said it was only worth $50.
Really? Well, I gotta know what they hit you for.
$40.
$40.
Yep.
Just to
Just
receive a
$40.
package, and it cost me $50 to mail it.
That's highway robbery.
Well, yeah, $50 to ship it to me. Well, that's US. And then when it got to the house, they're like, you got to pay $40, $39, $38 something change to get it. So
That's highway robbery. That's some
that was UPS.
fascists.
Oh well, I got my package. I'm happy.
Why the crap is it doing that?
Now you gotta open it up.
Oh, it'll be open. I got
Well, you got-
my buddy.
You got
my buddy,
stuff for other guys' stuff in there. You got stuff for the giveaway we're going to be doing.
yeah, and my buddy already asked me yesterday because I messaged him, the guy who bought the painted head. I was like,
Yeah.
the package arrived. He's like, all right. And he's like, usually whenever I usually go down to his place, but I wasn't leaving the house yesterday. And he's like, he put it this way: he lives the city below Brampton. He doesn't like driving to Brampton. Doesn't that tell you something? He shares a border with Brampton, and he doesn't want to freaking drive into Brampton. So, yeah, he goes, I don't like coming into Brampton. I'm like, don't worry. I go, I'll drop the head off to you maybe next weekend or whatever.
You'll go give him head?
No, I don't give head.
You're not going to go give him head?
No, I'm gonna just.
He's not gonna come get it, so you're gonna go give it.
No. I'll be dropping off his painted head casts.
That's much different than what I thought.
Jerry's got a bunch of heads in there too.
Yeah,
figure out what he wants.
I'm gonna message him, let him know. Well, me and him, he's got a figure for me. I got a figure for him. So we just been waiting. See when he wants to meet up somewhere.
I forget what we even agreed upon. Like what I told him we can have the heads for. It's like,
well, I asked him if he wants me to just bring him, and he can choose what he wants. And I guess he's gonna with you. What he owes you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know how many he wants and whatnot.
I think it's something like $5 a head or something like what we talked about.
Oh man, that's on the cheap.
That's some cheap ass. Yeah, those are crack prices.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys. On that note,
take care, man.
Before
it goes downhill.
I know.
Have a good one.
I'll spin that into oblivion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have a good night.
Good night.
Night.
Later.
Now I gotta watch the chat. Yeah, Brian picked up 3 complete waves over the weekend, like for Ollie's prices. Yeah, I picked up 2 of the Snake Eyes figures. The movie Baroness. I thought about getting the movie Storm Shadow, but it kind of sucks. Nothing really to do with it.
I didn't like the movie Baron. Well, you know what? I didn't watch that movie, but I didn't like the way she looked.
Well, I don't like it.
I picked her up because I made a Black Widow out of her, and I picked up an extra one because she was like $5 at one point or something like that.
Well, that's why I picked this one up for $5, and I got an extra Cobra Coil Baroness with that motorcycle head. You put the motorcycle head on it, and they'd be like armed guards for Baroness.
Oh yeah,
they look pretty good.
All right, so now it's not just the edge there. Now it's got a little bit of something.
Oh yeah, perfect. Make it more blunt.
Yeah, on the edge.
I can sharpen it if I want to.
Yep. Make sure that it didn't screw up the thing anywhere else. Yeah, clipped through a little bit there. See, I have to make this. All right, that's taken care of. All right.
Got to figure out how I want to put the moon symbol on this soon-to-be Midnighter body.
Oh, I got looking too.
What does it look like?
I don't know. You'll see because you'll make it for me. I'm gonna make the spot that it'll go, but I'm gonna have you make the actual thing so I can just kind of plop it on there.
What were you saying, Jared?
I was looking to see if these boots on the Cyclops, Astonishing Cyclops, will be compatible with the legs on Vulcan. The shins are different heights. The top part of the shin. So
I was noticing that
tall.
Is that Cyclops or his shorter? Or
The
taller?
Cyclops boots are taller than Vulcan's.
Hmm.
So the
He
top
just
part of
looks
the
stockier.
oh, he is shorter. He is shorter than Vulcan.
Where's the proportional difference at?
That's what I was looking at here. The legs are shorter.
Which the top part or the bottom part?
The thighs are shorter.
Huh.
Actually, the thighs and the hips are shorter. Let me move that arm out of the way so you can actually see.
Well,
The thighs are close to being the same. Oh, shit. I got calibers now.
calipers! Yeah. They're so handy. They're so useful. All right. That moon on his chest? That looks like it's painted on.
15.4.
Yeah, that's not really a possibility with this grid-like texture.
Let me flip it over so I can see what you're talking about.
I'm going to create a flat surface for it.
So you just need like a circle with another circle kind of cut out of it.
Right, yeah.
That sticks out of his chest just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just that like sits on the surface. That's like...
Yeah, just something, it just thin.
The Cyclops hips are 13.5 millimeters tall, and the ones on Vulcan are 15.4.
How big do you want that thing to be, Harker?
Yeah.
Bust out the caterpillars.
The lower legs on Vulcan are 45.3.
I'm gonna guess 8 to 10. So we're gonna make a cylinder.
Surprisingly, the lower legs on Cyclops are 47.2. They're actually longer.
Let's go 10.25.
10.25.
Yeah.
So that's 5.125.
42.4. We're going to all mix everybody's measurements together.
Because you got to do radiuses. And about 1 millimeter deep.
44.8.
Because any thinner than that,
Yeah, just go. Just do 10.5. Be easier.
No, I already got.
All right.
I done did it already.
Oh.
Let's see.
What are you giving me measurements for? Should I be writing this down?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I was just measuring shit.
Oh.
I was just confusing the situation.
You got the power of the calipers, and you got
I have the
measures.
power. Hank Solo, he picked up 10 ninjas.
10? Wow.
Yep. And Brian bought 9, 6 for me. 6 of that 9's for me. Then I actually picked up one yesterday just for, I was like, oh, I need the head for one of those for a custom. The hood. Yeah, right here. So I actually put one of the Oni masks from the Mr. Negative 2-pack with his goons. That Oni mask looks good on that ninja body. You can swap the gun hole boot arms onto the ninjas.
Okay, so it is kind of, well, it doesn't matter.
Need to go back in a week or so. Molly's got about 30 ninjas.
Yeah.
We're attempting to pick
I
up
mean,
more.
it's facing, a certain direction, but it doesn't matter. I can handle that.
Yeah.
They
I
take,
just need to get the proportions looking right.
when Hang Solo said they take dye really well too, the ninjas. Made two color ninjas, black pants and red top boots.
And if you could send me a few of them, in case I overheat it when if I do overheat it, when I contour it a little bit.
It's super surprising Ollie's got those ninjas because they've been out of stores for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
It's like, where the hell did they get them?
And
Hell,
those,
they never even hit my
they have
store.
the stilts in there too, huh?
Yep.
Which ninjas are you talking about?
The red hand ninjas. I'll grab one here. I grab mine.
Oh,
People are picking up those by the dozen just for the stilts.
Yeah, I've seen what a lot of people do too. If you want to build like a super tall one, you can pop the feet off and you get
built
legs are hollow. Put metal rods in them.
Yeah, somebody built like a 30-foot stilt man.
I can do 7 feet.
30 feet.
that's a lot of feet.
Buzzy's just watching you work.
Watching me work?
Just watching you move stuff around.
What the hell is that guy doing?
Let's see. Here we go.
Oh, that's dope.
Since I want to use the foot off this one for a custom, I was like, I need a head. I got looking through my heads. Like, oh, I got these Oni mask heads. So I was planning on buying the blacks trooper bodies from Valverse and the gear. Hell, them things sold out fast.
You know what I want? I want one of those glow in the dark the whatever they are from Valverse. Aren't they doing a glow in the dark hive trooper or whatever?
Oh, for PowerCon?
Oh, yeah.
I want one of those.
I
Just
think
'cause-
they're going to put those up on the website, too.
Okay, because yeah, I mean,
What's cool about these ninjas, I didn't realize, I guess I did and I forgot. They got that, they're built like the retro Spider-Man. You got the reverse up ab crunch and a diaphragm joint. You got the butterfly joints. They're super articulated figures.
Oh, they're more articulated than the articulated icons, then.
Yeah. They're big, but I think it's cool. I can use these ones without. Heck, I like to actually use all these Oni masks, which build like squad leaders, and let the other ones be like red hooded ones.
It's pretty dope. I still want to pick up the Blue Ninja G.I. Joe pack, but I don't want the male ninja at all.
It's on that snake version 1 Snake Eyes body.
Yeah, I just have no desire, so it's like I'm paying like $30 some odd, $38 for the female one. I should have bought it when it was on sale for like $30 on Prime Day, but I didn't really have enough money to really just spend.
I just couldn't justify because I don't really. I just not really into the Cobra Ninjas except for Storm Shadow. The stamp worked out really good on the fur,
Nice.
so I'll have to do some more. But I want a
I
little
just
bit
like
of time.
the fox mask on the female one. It's really cool. I don't even know what the male one has.
And that worked out really good on the leg too. Nice. That's what I was wanting. That dude's gonna hook me up with those Rhino Feet. It's like, hell yeah!
That's dope.
That was nice.
So I can do the same thing and put the epoxy sculpt on and stamp on the fur texture. Oh. Mr. Krabs, hey, sorry to bug you on this, but can you help me edit a small part on a 3D model for my daughter's birthday? I completely understand. If not, it's all good.
For your kid's birthday?
So,
Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, if I got send me the file and then I probably can do it. I don't know what the small part is, so.
but,
If it's hair, then you might have an issue.
Yeah, if it's hair, I don't know. I don't like hair.
Oh, his audio's not working.
Whose audio is not working?
Mr. Krabs. Hold on a sec. I'll top in. Here, I'll move stuff so I get to the keyboard. Tight down here normally. Figures out of the way. Still awkwardly trying to.
Mr. Krabs can't hear us, or we can't hear him.
I think he can't hear us.
Oh.
So.
Let's do this then. I don't see that. Is that comment on YouTube?
It might be on like the other YouTube channel, the 1970s channel. Oh, this is broadcasting on two different channels. The other one's a smaller channel.
I don't think I have your other channel. Nope, I don't. Well, I mean, I don't mind trying if he wants to send me a.
Yeah, he's on the other channel.
If he wants to send me a message on Instagram.
Yep, I sent him a message on the chat. It's like contact you on Instagram. You're gonna contact us in the description.
I mean, I got 3 little girls. You gotta make them happy. Because it's all about family.
Oh, yep. Oh, I gotta scroll up to it.
Family, 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 family.
Yeah, that was about the about the setup.
My friend Alphonse, we did the customizer showcase. He showed me a picture of like the Seven Kingdom 4 horsemen elephants. It's like, I thought about those and I looked at their prices. It's like, no.
How much are they?
they sell around between $275, $300.
Holy jeez.
It's like, yeah, I was like, well, those would be, that could work. Then like, no.
I mean, it could work if you won the lottery and money wasn't it.
I'm not J.D. Rockefeller like making customs. Buy a $300 figure to tear apart.
I mean, the Powerball's up there right now, isn't it?
I'd have to get that. It's considered like using that for fodder.
Yeah.
And not worry about it. It's like,
I think I would be really lazy if I ever won the lottery.
I'd probably be traveling around, going to ATV trails and doing all kinds of stuff if I won a lottery. And...
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't be working anymore.
Oh no, yeah. That's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I need another texture stamp.
Actually, I'm really risk averse, so I probably still would work.
Well, there's so many people that win a lottery end up broke within a few years.
Well, that's because they don't manage. Well, they just spend it.
Yep.
And they do stupid stuff and a lot of drugs and partying and wrecking cars and.
Go for the lump sum. Take the 33% government hit on the lump sum plus the taxes.
Yeah, I'm good with just taking the long term.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the way that with it being what is it 200 and something million now. Last time I saw.
Of course, I say this because I never played the lottery, so
yeah, it's not like you'll ever win. Your chances of winning are astronomical.
Even if I played, it's next to impossible to win. But since I don't play, I'll never win.
I mean, people do it apparently.
Yeah.
Well, my sister's father-in-law has won the lottery twice. So,
what's his secret?
Nothing. He's a freaking meth head, and he blew through the first 20-something million in 2 years, and literally lives in a trailer.
I see Dave Chappelle when it's like a big giant crack rock was frozen to his crack girlfriend.
All right, Harker, what do you think about that? That look good?
Yes, I like it.
Easy, simple, functional.
Probably need to make it deeper, I guess. So
I think that'll work just fine. I think that's a big enough ridge for the paint. It's a guide.
There. I made it a little bit deeper now. If you got to sand it some,
okay,
you can without losing the detail.
Yeah.
Start when I get off the stream tonight. I'll probably start printing out parts for the health cycles.
I like how Epoxy Sculpt stays flexible for a little while after it starts to solidify. You can add curves and stuff to it and contour it around it. That's when I did the veins on that Final Form Prime I sold. I used Epoxy Sculpt on the push molds. And while it was still flexible, I was able to contour it to the chest
I was going to work on Bottled City of Candor this evening, and I got sidetracked. But I did fix the Hawk Girl head. Actually,
So, I need an affordable Krampus head equal to Mythic Legion's quality. Where is Ollie's when you need them?
Buy my Krampus head because I'm going to use my red Krampus body for something else.
Oh, whew. For a minute there, I thought I saved that because it took so long for this to load. I thought I saved that Midnighter symbol over the Candor file.
Oh no!
I was about to go to bed. Any word on if we're going to see Don tonight?
He's sent a message before the stream that he's either going to be late or be a no-show.
Good.
I want to send a no-show.
So I was going to ask him about the titanium man head.
Well, how much are you looking to spend, Hang Solo?
Mr. Krabs don't have an Instagram account. He is wondering if he can send the file through Gmail.
Just create an Insta real quick. Giving out email addresses is
well. I got an email address for Collector Express on the About section, so you can just send in the file.
I guess
there, then I can relay it to the where it should go.
I guess you're gonna have to type that out to them. But yeah, giving out personal email addresses is always like
Do I have
kind of sketch.
I don't know if I got that email on the other.
I'll be right back. I got to get some more water. I'm dehydrated.
About
Hang, I don't know, what do you think, like 15, 16 bucks? Does that sound fair? You can have the twig and the basket too. You know, I don't.
He said yes.
Okay. Do you want the twig thing and the basket that goes with Krampus, or are you just using the Krampus head for something else, or are you actually making a Krampus?
To add
Or you want the twig thing?
Ow.
The bushel of twigs?
Customize.
What are we talking about? Did somebody say something inappropriate? Harker? Was it you?
Well, I mean, it's usually me, but in this case, no.
Well, good.
All right.
I appreciate your restraint.
Respond back to the streams.
Okay, just hit me up on Insta, and get everything set up for you, dude.
I don't remember what I was doing, but I think
Still trying to get money together for Buzzy, so it helps. I need $1,300 for
Oh,
her,
jeez.
all of her stuff.
You must really love that cat.
So far, I've spent almost $3,000 on getting her healthy.
Splotch is 20-some years old, and we haven't spent anything on her.
Splotch.
Yep.
Is that one of your dogs?
Cat.
Oh, it's a cat.
Yeah, 20-some years old.
You have a 20-year-old cat.
Yep.
That's
Some
an
cats are just
old cat.
some cats are just resilient, and
She's
trust
not
me,
And
Buzzy,
she's not even lost any teeth.
Buzzy's
Wow.
tough as hell, but I mean she's had mange, and you know that takes a huge toll.
I thought I had like the Collector Express email address on the other channel's about section, but I never got around to putting it on there.
Was he able to get it then?
I messaged on like in the chat that added it to the about section. So
Are you able to scan STL files to make sure there's nothing malicious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I've got a file scanner.
using want to fill up these rips in the pants, so I'm doing more texture molds for the knees and the leg. Yeah, figure it. Plan on like doing a giveaway. Not the Dom got his box if he ever opens it.
Oh, you're doing like a Canada one and then a US one?
Yep. We'll do like a live stream where that way we can do like a giveaway for stuff that guys in Canada and the US. And it won't cost me a fortune, other than just when it cost me a fortune to send stuff to Dom.
Right.
What won't cost you an extra fortune?
That's it. I can only sell my kidney so many times. What?
That's just the amount of. That's just nuts. That's what that is. I don't know how Canadians are not up in arms over that stuff.
Yeah, they get, not only is it expensive to get stuff shipped to them, then they got to pay an import tariff on it.
Yeah, that's just.
I don't know. Maybe they're not as mad because they get free health care.
If they don't tell you to kill yourself.
Huh?
Oh
If they
yeah.
just don't tell you to kill yourself.
Yeah.
That's part of their free health care.
Yeah, that is true. They don't have very good mental health care, that's for certain.
No, that's just any condition. If you have any kind of condition and you're a veteran, it's like, have you thought about killing yourself? I just want a wheelchair ramp in my house. A gold medal paraplegic just wanted a wheelchair on her house, veteran, and it's just like they try to convince her to kill herself instead of them just putting a ramp on her house. That's Canadian healthcare.
That's messed up.
I wonder if anybody had to answer for that and they lost their job.
Nope, they still done it.
Really?
Yes.
There's no public outcry?
Nope.
Because here, man, that wouldn't fly. Heads would roll. Some shit like that went down, and there was proof.
I was not aware that you streamed on the other channel. I assumed it was just being blocked because people's comments would not show up for me. Oh, yeah, it's on the secondary channels. It's actually an older channel than this one. It's just I just started streaming to do live streams both channels. I just never really built that one up. And it's using my old customizer name. Not telling you it's an old customs. You go to the YouTube channel up in the top links or in the about section. There is a link to it. It's also in the LinkTree down below. Oh, they're both active channels. I just don't post in. The only thing I put on the other one, the other channel, is mirror the live streams. The live stream goes to this channel, the main Collector Express channel, the 1987 Knowles Custom channel, and the Collector Express Facebook page. And the auto backup to Rumble. Odyssey only does regular videos. They don't back up the live streams. Rumble's not reliable to transfer over either. Of course, I'm not doing anything except for letting it auto upload my videos from YouTube. Yep.
Dead platform now.
What is a dead platform?
Rumble.
It's very active for different types of stuff. It's more political stuff than it is.
Yeah.
Then it is very active for political stuff, but it's not really active for hobby stuff. I don't think they kept their pew pews with no pew pews down. There's a toad. I don't know for that for a fact, but telling vets to self-delete is disgusting. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs sent me the file, and I'll forward it to you. You can take a look at it.
Greg, did he say what he wanted me to do with it?
I don't know. I hadn't looked.
Because I'll need to know that too. I guess.
I'm trying to sound if this sounds, but could you turn the skirt into some shorts, like editing the skirt itself? Sorry if it sounds. Change
the skirt into shorts.
Yep. Whatever the. We'll forward this to you. Okay. You got it.
All right. Let me save. All right. Can you hide my screen for a minute?
I will go full screen.
You sent that to my email?
Yep.
I just don't know what's in my email, so bunch of garbage.
Who does the comic reviews on your page, Collector Express? The unboxings, that's my friend Brad. He's got a comic book shop. He does the comic unboxings every week for his shop. He's got a small shop in a gaming store called Archville and Comics.
All right.
Ready to go back?
Yeah. So it looks like it's got undershorts on. Is he saying that I need to put? Where did I put my phone at so I can look at its wording? Okay, turn the skirt into some shorts.
Maybe give them the same motif as those, but
does this need to be textured when I'm done with it, or does it just need to be printed out like this?
Is she got like springy powers?
I don't know. I also don't know. I don't know how well this is gonna 3D print.
Yeah.
I don't know what size he's printing it. Now let's take a look at the model here. Change that skirt into shorts. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Something long. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. I really wanted to pick it up so I could get that Target hold out of my account. It drives me bonkers.
Oh, where they damn pre-authorize your card every week?
Yeah, well, they have 3 pre-authorizations for the same damn thing on my card right now. And I've been waiting for the other 2 to drop off because that's it's what they always do. Every single time that I order anything, they hold, triple the money hostage. I have to call them in order to get them to release, 2 of the thing. Goes, oh, sorry, that's an error in our system. Yeah, it's an error in your system every single time I order something. So if I need to order like 3 or 4 things, you're holding triple that in hostage, and I can't afford that. Like, oh, it's just an error in our system. You can wait and just get it in the store. And I'm like, no, I can't. It will absolutely sell out. Pain in the ass. I was hoping to find it in the store. No dice.
Good luck.
All right, I just deleted those. It means he's got some double vertices in this model.
Yeah, if you're something along said like they were in the back. They're not even putting them out yet, but if you ask really nicely, they'll go get them for you.
Yeah, usually mine are pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're not being a dick to them, they'll help you out.
Oh man, I'm 43 years old. I I know not to be a douche to these people because they are all day long. They deal with douchebags. So as soon as you're nice to them, they go, "Oh yeah, I'm absolutely helping this person."
Yep.
Unless you just get one of those ones that, you know, does not want to do shit.
Or
They're
they're,
out there.
or they're the ones that's actually hiding the stuff to resell it.
Or you get one of the ones that goes in the back and you just see them bullshitting with a friend and then comes out like 5 minutes later and says, "Yeah, I didn't see anything back there." And go, "Oh, that's cool. I saw you talking to your buddy back there the whole time, but yeah, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and get somebody else to take a look if you don't mind." And
Be
then,
right back up
and then
here.
go up to the front and tell the manager about it.
Oh, cool. Something along give the DCPI for the Black Widow.
Oh, nice.
Is she supposed to have 3 sets of eyelids? What is going on here?
I don't know. I will be
All
right back. I heard my dogs stirring, so they probably need to go outside.
All right, well, that's not the part that he asked me to mess with, so I'm not touching it. He's going to work on some shorts here. What kind of shorts? I should learn to ask more questions before I agree to stuff. Harker, did you go away too?
No, I'm here.
Okay, it just got real quiet all of a sudden. It's just me talking to myself.
No, I was gonna. Let's see. I was gonna look up that thing on Brick Seeker here in a minute. See if I can't find that. See if it's at my target. So I'll go get that thing tomorrow.
What thing you're talking about? I missed.
The super articulated Black Widow.
Oh, yeah, I got a couple ordered. But I know people have been getting them.
Yeah, I just don't trust that they'll actually come in. I think they'll end up canceling them because they're... Well, anytime you see a lot of them showing up in store, sometimes you get a good old cancellation.
Really?
Oops, we sent them all to the stores.
Well, maybe I need to pop by Target then. Then if they're in my Target, I can just cancel my... I don't know what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm going to do. I'd prefer to get 2 of them, but I don't have 2 of them money. Even though Black Widow is my favorite Marvel character. Was not prepared enough. I really wish it was on her new costume, but I think everybody would have bitched. Be like, ooh, we wanted an original costume. The same costume we've gotten before.
Something Long says he's tried both Karen and Nazi's banned from one Target.
Oh.
And the other I'm best friends with now. Just kidding. I posted a Target Black Widow info on the Discord group. Cool. Awesome. I'm listening. I'm not interested in doing anything with Target. We'll get stuff from the secondary market. Nice. You'll love the Black Widow figures, Articulation Aspire.
Completely resculpting the chest.
Target always seems targeted. Shells are always bare.
I don't like it. I think it looks bad.
On what?
Black
Black
Widow.
Widow.
Oh, I did. We'll have to look at it again.
They didn't let the same person who let Monet's chest designer design Black Widow's chest.
Oh,
She's flat. Monet is like a stacked. I'm curious how they got that by like a current Hasbro team with Monet. She's got double D's.
Or bigger.
I'm not offending anybody by editing their model. I guess I didn't think about that. Not very good at politics. I hope this isn't supposed to be animated because I'm not doing that. Jared, why do you let me get myself into this?
Something wrong. That's my favorite X-Men character. Yes.
I don't know.
You're like, because it's funny to watch you squirm. Fine.
I know nothing.
It's hot in here. I got to turn on my fan.
Yeah, get awful quiet after Dom turned off that lift and his fan's gone. Their number one fan.
Yep.
Of course, summer sound like it was Mike was making that noises without the fan even going though.
He's just trying to juke us out. Totally has it on.
Yeah, this looks like it's rigged for animation. I don't know. Ah, it's much better.
Let's see where that go.
What are you chuckling about?
Brian said, "Are you working on the camel toe cannon?"
No.
He said, "Sorry, devil made me do it."
Working on some pant legs here for some shorts.
Brad's got does like comedy music too. He's got a song about camel toe.
Oh boy.
One does the comic unboxings.
Mm-hmm.
He's got this crazy outfit he wears when he does it too. It's like these giant, long Mexican boots with like the toes that like a foot long and they curl up.
All right, we're gonna use the shoes. So all the fabric on here is fairly. If I put too much detail on it, it's gonna look out of place. So I gotta keep it very. I gotta try to match the style that's there already.
Either y'all gonna pick up any of the Monster Force stuff?
I picked up one of them that I thought looked cool.
Is it that Big Fat Store line?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fresh Monkey Fiction.
Yeah. Look cool.
Dracula.
That's the one I found the guy on is like a little bit the Dracula. Kind of sucks though. He don't come as much accessories as the Troopers.
No, I don't.
And he's got the same price point.
I don't like how Nazi the Troopers look. So
That's one of the things that's going through my head too. Is like,
I mean, they're probably supposed to look like that.
well, bad guys should look like bad guys. That's fine.
But I don't really want that on the shelf.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see someone wanting that, for like picks and stuff because it makes for a good bad guy.
Yep.
He said he's 3D printing this, right? Yeah.
Hey.
3D model. This is for his kid.
Speaking of remember that far back, it's like 10 minutes ago or something.
For her birthday.
I can't remember past that far back. It's like 10 minutes ago or something like that. It's ancient history.
It's been a hot minute.
I don't know what's going on with that eyeball, but it's freaking me out, man. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. There's like 3 of them there. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or if that's some kind of
Anomaly.
error. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd leave it. Oh, you're not gonna give her a big old donk in the back, dude?
It's for a little kid.
Man, it's for a little kid. This isn't for you, Harker.
She might do squats. I'm just saying.
This is
You don't know.
not a McFarlane Catwoman.
Oh man! I'll be right back.
Go back up on the chat. Mr. Krabs, they just sent to my email for thanks for the help. Sorry for the trouble, guys.
That's no problem. Just don't know what I'm doing.
Sector 2813 at Cannon. Is your Candor City going to be solid or translucent?
Huh?
Is your model city Candor?
Does mean does he mean hollow or solid, or does he mean translucent or transparent?
Mm-hmm.
It will be translucent or transparent, depending on how clear I can get the resin to be. And it will be that dome will be printed separately so that it's not attached. And then on the bottom, I haven't started on the pedestal yet, so. But it'll have an opening on the interior so that a LED light can be put in there underneath to light it from underneath the city.
So, yes.
Something. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I had a long weekend.
Cool.
I don't even know if I'm qualified to answer these questions.
Finish blending up the forearm on the bear and the Sasquatch forearm together. Terrible.
You wet sand and polish the resin enough to get it pretty clear.
Hey, Steven. 3D printing and metal is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it really, you don't have to do any. The only parts where you need to sand it are going to be the parts where you're removing sprues, like the supports. Other than that, in order to get it clear, in my experience anyway, it mostly has to do with cure time, and then doing just like a thing of resin over the top.
Wow, okay.
That is clear.
That's right. Forgot you could add resin over the top and it would clear it up.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can add like a clear gloss coat to it, and that will usually do it also. So. Stuck back there. That is the sound of frustration right there.
Yeah, I got the fur texture done on the front, then I turned around, did the back, then I stuck my finger in the front.
That's how that goes.
Yep. Done that a lot.
Looks good. Emilio Lopez, I mean, that's a smart idea using the quick mold to make fur textures. Yeah, it keeps from having the sculpt all this stuff by hand, and it's plus by making the molds from the actual body itself, it keeps the textures in very similar pattern too. I've gotten tired before too, sculpting like hair and fur, and near the end, it's like not as nice as at the beginning. It's like,
or if you have to do it in more than one setting.
Yep.
Sometimes it's weird.
Ends up looking different.
Yeah, you forgot what you were doing somehow.
What? Yeah, it looks good.
We're at 322.
Oh, I guess it'd be about time to call a night. Figure out how to where to set this. So I don't squish this sculpt. I got some helping hands here. definitely worth the investment. Get you some of these helping hand things when you're customizing, painting, or sculpting. Always great to do. Alrighty. We got the things, solo later taters. 2813. Thanks, fellas. Everybody in the chat, again, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us tonight.
Definitely.
Always fun getting the questions from the chat, getting to talk to everybody. And thank you guys, Harker and Cannon coming out, hanging out too.
Yeah, certainly.
And our friends that's already offline, thank you as well. And remember to do that wonderful YouTube and stuff is a like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed to the 19 SNO's channel, the link is in the LinkTree and below. So we can get the numbers up on that channel as well. But anyway, we'll catch y'all next time.
Later.
Later.